In today's video, I'm gonna give you my 7 favorite social cha-cha patterns. What's up, my name is Brian B.
I'm Miss Megan.
From Social Dance Online. Now, if you know the basics, the basic underarm turn, crossbody lead, these are gonna be the patterns that you'll wanna learn next. These are my 5 favorite social patterns. Let's walk through them quickly. We have a basic, right? We're gonna do the crossover flick to side break with turns. 3, 4, and 1. Then we're gonna do a syncopated crossover. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Then we're going to do a crossbody lead with swivels. This breaks the monotony into 3 cha-chas, another group class favorite. Then we're going to do some chase turns after the 3 cha-chas. We're going to do some chase turns. Pick up a crossbody lead. We're going to lead a crossbody lead with a turn. We're going to do 2 of these. Then we're going to have an underarm turn into what I call the traveling box. This kind of takes up a little room, lets me move around the dance floor. We'll come all the way back around into a basic. So let's talk about the crossover flick to side break. We dance half a basic, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Crossover break, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Everything's basic. We lead 2. I'm going to overlead this to get her to step back for 3. We're going to back cha-cha for 4 and 1. We're going to face each other for 2. Replace for 3. Forward cha-cha for 4 and 1. Now this can be done 2 ways. We can do it without a turn. We just go 2, 3, 4, and 1. Or from this position, we can turn 2, 3, 4, and 1. Let's do that one more time. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Cross over, break. 2 hands here. Over, lead, cha-cha, back, and rock, step, cha-cha, forward. Let's turn here, cha-cha-cha. Now we're going to do syncopated crossover break. So for normal crossover break, if we did this normally, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. We want to keep a nice tight connection on this. Now if we keep it even tighter, we can syncopate this. So if we dance this out of a basic, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. I'm going to move quickly with this side of my body, not my arm, my whole body. 2 and 3. And I freeze in the middle. 4 and 1. So we did that again, tight hand connection. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. So you have to have a nice tight check in your footwork and a nice tight connection. Now to get out of it, if we do the syncopated version, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. On this one, I tend to elongate this. 2, and I'm exaggerating this. I'm saying stay here for 2, don't come back. 3, and now we can go 4 and 1 into the next pattern. So from here, we're going to lead an underarm turn, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And I want you to just think I'm leading a crossbody lead. Right? That's what we're going to work off of for the swivels. And I'm going to do this 2 ways because it's going to make more sense with my step to the back, but let's take a look at it first. So it starts as a crossbody lead, 4 and 1, but then I swivel my partner back into a crossbody lead. So if we do it from the back side, it'll make more sense for the leaders, and we'll have the followers' footwork as well. So from a back break for the followers, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now footwork, I'm going to step for 2, hold 3 as I swivel her, 4, hold 1 as I swivel her, regular crossbody lead ending, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now from this side, Megan will narrate the followers' footwork.
All right, so we back rock, 2, 3, 4, and 1. We're going to step forward and swivel around on our left foot. We step forward, swivel around on our right foot, and then we finish rock, step, and a cha-cha-cha.
So if we do that one more time from both sides, we have 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2, swivel 3, 4, swivel 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now leaders, what I have to do here with my arms, 2, 3, 4, and 1. This is a good wall. She's not moving. As I move to my right, I have to allow my arms to move to my left. So this is 2, swivel 3, 4, swivel 1. If I did that again, 2, swivel 3, 4, swivel 1. We have 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2, swivel 3, 4, swivel 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. All right, coming out of the swivels, I can lead 3 cha-chas. So we back break for Megan, 2, 3, we lead 3 cha-chas. 1, 2, 3, and a rock step. 1, 2, 3, and a rock step. So to lead these from a basic forward and back break or forward and back cha-cha, we go 2, 3. As I shift this side of my back, 4 and 1. I shift this side back, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. I leave this hand here to stop her for 2, 3. Now I shift this side forward, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. I stay as a base, she rocks away. So that's our 3 cha-chas. A good way to not get your feet tied up a little bit, if I think about footwork, is I can think, not being super technical, we're just talking social dancing here, I'm drifting my cha-cha slightly back to the left, slightly back to the right, and slightly back to the left, and rock step. Now I'm reversing it. I'm floating it to the right, floating it to the left, floating it to the right. So what that does is if I cha-cha coming back from the camera, if I get my feet crossed up after the 3rd step of the cha-cha, now this foot has to go around. So I want to think about drifting this back to my left, drifting this back to my right, drifting this back to my left. It's the same for leaders or followers. As I go forward, I want to make sure I drift slightly to my right, slightly to my left, slightly to my right, and rock step. That'll keep your feet from getting tied up into 3 cha-chas. Next, after our 3 cha-chas, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Since we're in this grip, it's a good time to let go for a chase turn. So we can do this as a basic with no turns. We can do this with half turns for the leaders and for the followers. So let's talk through the basics of that first, the footwork. Then we're going to add some advanced turns. So if we do the basic, right, it's just a back basic. It's a visual lead. If I do a step, half turn, left, cha, 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 step, half turn, right, cha, 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 she turns, and I can pick up in a crossbody lead. Now, if I wanted to add some turns to that, this is pretty cool. Let's do all 3 no turn version. Cha, 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 rock, step, half turn version. 2, 3, cha, 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 rock, step, cha, cha, cha. Full turn version. Cha, 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 and rock, step, cha, 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 and rock, step. So let's talk about how we do this. So from the half turn, 2, 3. My right side is forward. I have a full 1.5 rotations, cha, 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 into a back rock. And now Megan.
Now I have the 1.5, cha, 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 and your back rock. Cha, 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 2, 3. Cha, 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 2.
Now we're going to pick this up with a crossbody lead with this hand. Cha, 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 2, 3, leading her for a turn. 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. So let's talk about that in 2 different ways. Number 1, what are we doing to lead and follow it? And then what's going to happen on the social floor when people aren't as familiar? And again, I have good success leading this, so most people will be able to follow this. Basic crossbody lead. If we did this very fundamental, right, this would come across and we would go a cha, cha, cha down this line straight to the camera. During that cha-cha, Megan would turn into a crossbody lead, right? So if we did that again, crossbody lead, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. So that's perfect world. Doesn't always work that way. There's 2 things I need to think about. Number 1, the fact that my partner's probably going to drift, and that's okay. Number 2 is how I get this hand ready to lead it. So whatever grip I'm in, 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3. I need to start to go wrist watch to the sky. Now, in a perfect world, Megan's going to go to the camera, but with momentum, most social dancers are going to fly off this way. Totally fine. We cross over break to wherever we're going. If we take it back the other way, cha, 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 cross body lead. Again, there's momentum. She's going to go that direction. No big deal. But I need to make sure this hand is ready to turn. By ready to turn, if my hand's underneath and I turn my wristwatch to the sky, I can access that turn. So if we look at it from both directions, 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. My hand should be in position. Wristwatch to the sky, lead the turn. Same thing coming back the other way. Wristwatch to the sky, and I can lead the turn. Now from here, we'll go underarm turn into our cha-cha box. So this is kind of fun to just take up space. I can do this kind of an open hold as well. Just lets me have some freedom. So what are we thinking about there? If we work off a basic, and we'll actually work kind of off this so you can kind of see. If we work off a basic cha-cha-cha, I'm going to step outside partner, 2. I'm going to step back to an angle for 3. She's going to cha-cha outside partner on my right side, cha-cha-cha. This feels a lot like a crossbody lead where she has to swivel across my body, cha-cha-cha. Then we're back to where we started, outside partner, 3, she goes outside. Crossbody lead, I go outside. 2, 3, she goes outside. Crossbody lead, she goes outside. Now there's all sorts of technical things that we can do with hip swivels, but if you're just talking about social dancing, these are the patterns that we like the best. So if we put them all together in a routine for you, we have our crossover flick to side break. We're going to do it with the turn, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3. Syncopated crossovers, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Underarm turn to our crossbody lead with swivels, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. From here we'll do our 3 cha-chas, cha-cha 1, cha-cha 2, cha-cha 3, and rock step. 3 more into our chase turn with half turns. Then we'll do our chase turn with full turns. Crossbody lead with our turns. And then from the crossbody lead, we're going to lead an underarm turn, which is going to set us up for our traveling box, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Let's look at that to music, and you will have my 7 favorite cha-cha social dance patterns. All right, so obviously you love dancing, you love social dancing cha-cha. You can check out our entire cha-cha syllabus right here, or better yet, head to our website. It's like Netflix for West Coast Swing. You try it for 14 days here. We have all of your favorite dances, waltz, foxtrot, tango, cha-cha, rumba, swing, all those dances, plus cool dances like West Coast Swing and two-step and hustle, all broken down in 5 levels: beginner, intermediate, advanced, and pro level moves. So you can sort everything. It's got a favorites function. It's the coolest thing we've ever done to help you level up your game. You can try it out 14 days here free. We'll see you on a dance floor soon.